Magandang hapon po mga batchmates at classmates. Ngayong hapon, makikipagkwentuhan ako sa isa nating alum mula sa College of Public Affairs and Development. Walang iba kundi si Dr. Marlowe Aquino. Hello po, sir. Bati
Hello,
po
good
muna tayo.
afternoon.
Bati
Magandang
po
hapon
muna.
mga kasama dyan sa UP Los Baños and also to my fellow alumni, yung batch ko noong 2004 and 2005.
Pwede po silang batiin sa inyong dialect.
Naimbag nga malamyo ako, kakadwakin kakabsat, iti intero nga lubong graduates ti University of the Philippines, Los Baños.
So ngayon, sir, pagkwentuhan na muna tayo, no?
Sure.
Unahin po muna natin yung pinagsimulan nyo talaga dito sa UPLB. Pwede nyo po bang ikwento sa amin kung bakit nyo piniling mag-aral ng doctorate degree in community development sa CPAF UPLB?
Ang engagement ko kasi sa UPLB is not with my academic program, yung Doctor of Philosophy sa Community Development, but I started working with them sa research when I was with the Bureau of Agricultural Research. So, nung time na mag-aaral ako, our then director, Dr. Liceo Ponce, sabi niya, dapat may mag-aral na sa inyo para naman maging maayos ang takbo ng ating opisina. So, nag-apply ako, marami akong in-applyan, mostly sa United Nations. Ang tumanggap sa akin na una was Michigan State University. But coming to think about it, siguro iba ang plano ng Diyos. Kaya nung pumasok ako sa UPLB, that was June 8, at alos ako kasi although I have the scholarship already, saan kaya ako mag-aaral? Because I really wanted to have a full course on Doctor of Sociology. And then sabi ko, pero mas maganda kapag integrated. So nung pumunta na ako doon sa office nila, yung dating si Sir Arboleda, Dean Arboleda, dun sa UPLB Foundation. So, nagpakilala ko, taga Bureau of Agricultural Research ako. And then from there, nung pumasok na ako, sabi niya, so what will you enroll? Sabi ko, sir, ano ang mai-advise niyo sa akin na ito yung interest ko? Because I want to work on the development of communities. At the same time, gusto ko ma-highlight yung interest ko, which is food, culture, environment, and agriculture. So, sabi niya, ay, tamang-tama. You can go to the College of Public Affairs. So, sabi ko, public affairs po. Saan po yan? So, yun, so I had a journey. It was a very good journey from the foundation office to the graduate school. Tapos pumunta na siya. So, entering yung program na, kaya nag-decide na ako to that. Kasi sabi ko, if I cannot go to the US for my PhD, then nothing can compare in sinasabing University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Kasi alam ko na very dynamic ang modes of instruction. Second, very strong din ang research and development support. At the same time, marami na akong kakilala dyan. So, I finally decided, sige, mag-enroll ako ng Doctor of Philosophy in Community Development. And then, ang nangyari, kailangan pa pala ng temporary advisor. Suplado naman si Dr. Fred Cruz. So, sabi ko, sino ba itong matandang to? You know, it's a feeling of, bakit ganito? Hindi man lang ako nginitian. Pinakilala ko na ang sarili ko. Yung guy. But ang nangyari doon, talagang binitawan ko lahat kung sino ako sa office ko. Because once you're a student, you are really a student of UPLB. And that's what I like. Kasi they don't treat you as, kahit sabihin mong funding agency yung opisina ko noon, they will treat you really as a student, which I like. Kasi that was the time and the best time na papasok ako ng UPL. So that started it all. And naging mabait, naging magkaibigan na kami ni Sir Cruz, Fred Cruz. The same time sabi niya, ano ba ang gusto mong i-cognate? Sir, ganito kasi yung gusto ko. Tapos sabi niya, oh, you go to the College of Forestry, doon sa Department of Social Forestry and Governance. Hanapin mo itong professor na to. Sir, sino po hanapin ko? Ay, you will blend with her. So, naging friend ko na rin si Ma'am Dailin Cabanilla. And then, nagulat nga siya kasi nung pumunta ko, wala siya. So, I just left a note. Sabi ko, Ma'am, this is Marlowe Aquino. I left a note for you. I want to come back at your most convenient time. It's a note. Yung kasi hindi pa nuuso ang text di ba? So, ganun yung ginawa ko. And then finally, nag-return call siya. So, it was a good reception and acceptance of entering UPLB. Kaya natutuwa ko kasi nakita ko pagpasok pa lang sa loob, it was homey. Pero siguro kaya nagsuplado ng konti si Sir Cruz noon kasi busy eh. Takbuhan yung mga nagmamadaling mga advice niya kasi I've met sila Dr. Weng at the time patapos na sila tapos si Dr. Kai na naging kaibigan ko rin from Thailand, si Dr. Edwin Cobello, pero si Dr. Cobello, nag-i-enroll din siya pero hindi pa kami na ano. So, we just had some courses in. So, tapos na-meet ko na rin yung iba. So, busy siya practically. So, yun yung na-feel ko na kahit busy siya, parang sabi niya, okay, you just leave your name, write your name there, and then I'll attend to you. Ganun lang. Pero yung pagsabi niya kasi, syempre, bago ka doon sa college. So, it's different. But I really love CPAF. So, yun, that's the start. And much yung gusto kong kurso at saka yung mga interest ko, my research interest and the development work that I have. So, yun yung nagbigay daan para lalo akong ituloy yung development work na ginagawa. And it paved the way up to this time.
And I think, sir, you were with the right people during that time. Kaya kayo
Yes,
na-direct
kasi
kung
sila,
saan kayo
yes.
pupunta.
Kasi sila yung huling senior faculty na naging teachers ko na sila yung mga masasabi mong mga guro in the field because my panel alone, sila yung parang cream of the crop at that time.
Yes.
You have Dr. Fred Cruz, Dr. Elvira Talatayo, Dr. Virgie Cardenas. Tapos, ambisyoso ako noon kasi gusto ko mag-double cognate. Yung pala sabi nila are you sure you want to have a double cognate? Sabi, yes. So, kinakusap ko naman siya na maayos na, ma'am, I decided to focus only on social forestry kasi yun yung ano, but siguro yung trabaho ko later on, may incorporate ko na ang DEM. It's true, na-incorporate ko ang DEM because that was my work then sa Bureau of Agricultural Research because I was handling the management information system at saka implied communication. So, nagamit ko na after, but during the course of my coursework, yun yung sabi nila, mag-focus ka na lang dyan sa mga areas. So, I was very lucky to have all the senior faculty before they retired. Kaya proud ako na disipulo ako ng mga professors na yun. And then also, aside from that, I was happy that I was part of the students of then Dr. Corazon Lamog. So, talagang pupukan yun. And kasi gusto ko, I want sociology of development, I want sociological research. So, naging teacher ko siya, which also on my competency in social research. Kasi malakas na yun si Ma'am Dailinda, Ma'am Elvira, Ma'am Virgie, and then much more si Sir Cruz talaga. Yung pagtutok ba, yun yung mamimiss mo sa mga mentors and professors mo kasi they will teach you the how, yet they know that you are with all these experiences outside, but they will teach you, ito ang basis niyan why you are taking this course. Kaya yung mga courses ko sa doctorate degree ko, talagang parang naihulma ba sa gusto ko. Even the likes of Dr. Chua sa aming theory construction. Now, I'm very proud to say that in a snap, kahit sabihin mo, Marlo, can you do this, a model for this because we want to work on that. Magagawa ko yan because of that. Kasi sabi nila, if you have already the experience, yet you have to provide the necessary theories, yun yung inayos nila. Kasi sabi nila, with your experience with the Bureau of Agricultural Research, talagang development yan. And then you're doing research. So you need a backup and support mechanisms for that. So yun yung binigay ng UPLB sa akin. So I say I'll be very proud of that kasi without them, hindi ko maiayos yung kailangan sa specialization ko. Kaya nga ngayon, ang pinagagawa ko ay indigenous knowledge for food or culinary. Then I have also natural resources. I have also community health. These are the areas na dun ako pumapasok ngayon. So, yung mga trabaho ko, like now here in Ilocos Norte, yung mga colleagues ko and even my students now because I'm teaching also school, yun yung pinupush ko sa kanila. You have to appreciate what you're doing now. Yun yung tinuro ng CPAF at UPL. And one good thing that I always remember, and then I share this also with friends and colleagues is, ang UPLB kasi treat na parte ka ng pamilya, although alam mo yung role mo doon. So, my advisor si Dr. Cruz, siya ang pinakatatay. Yet you will see that all the others were my auntie. Kaya kapag, ma'am, may kailangan ako, yes, you come. Yung ganun sila, very open sila. So, they ask you to sit, and then they do that. So, naging ganun. Tapos, here comes now, kasi ako noon, yung mga classmate ko yan, si Marlowe Moreno, who is also a graduate of CPAF, Emil Listo na nandiyan sa Human Ecology. Classmate ko yun na I remember. Anyway, yung dalawa sila sa Pukulit. So, makulit na rin ako. So, alam na alam kapag pumasok na kami dun sa Dean's Office, ang ingay namin. But that pag-iingay is also a sign that parang nasa bahay ka, nandito na po kami, present pa kami, nagaganon. So, they welcome that. And they love that, yung mga faculty and staff diyan sa CPAF. So, we were treated as family, yet ang role mo is estudyante. So, nandun ka na pag-aralan mo ito kasi ito yung kailangan, yet they give you the discipline. So, respect was there because of our professors and our mentors, plus respeto rin sa mga classmates, both local and foreign. So, all of these were part of what CPAP is all about. And iyon yung kinikerry ko na kung ano yung naramdaman ko doon na pagiging parang one big family, ganun hanggang ngayon. Which, sabi ko nga, walang makakapalit doon sa experience na yun because I've experienced that doon sa CPAP. Then, na-cultivate din kasi ganun din naman ako doon sa opisina ko. I make sure that my staff will feel comfortable and then they are part, but you have to know the delineation. I am their supervisor, they are their staff, tapos kapag may you just have to tell me, let us be open. Ganun naman kami. So, CPAP was really fun.
Yun yung nakakatuwa doon sa sinabi you, sir, you were part of the family, but still your role is a student. So
That's
basically,
right.
pag ma-mentor sa inyo ng si PAF, talagang matindi, no, sir? Kasi talagang
Yes.
gagamit nyo eh. At saka nare-replicate nyo po sa inyong mga opisina.
Yes. And I share it now with colleagues and also my students. Kasi sabi ko, if you don't call me, I don't know what's happening to you. Di ba ganun din sa bahay? It was like that. Pati yung kapag nag-advise na ako ng mga students to do their research. Kaya nga ang call ko doon is, I am Charlie po. Kung alam mo yung kanta niya na One Call Away, they have to call me. O kung ayaw nila ng call, kung nahihiya pa din, listen a message. Which is also what is happening right now. Kapag kailangan yung tulong ko, I'll give you time. Kasi ganun sa that time eh. Alam nila, kasi noon ang mga klase namin doon is very early ng mga 8 o'clock to 11 yung isang arrange course namin. Pero yung mga iba is 7 to 10, meron yung 1 to 4. Kaya talagang yung mga vacant time namin, doon kami nagtatambay kami doon sa SIPAC for our free time. Kaya ganun. It was really a home away from. And of course, UPLB sa school kasi tuwing
Yes,
hapon
exactly.
bumababa kami kasi I stayed at IH, ang International House, na kapag afternoon na tatakbo na lang kami sa grounds at saka yung mga nakikita mo mga foreign and local students nagkakawayan. Hello, you're here again, yung mga ganun. So, yan ang buhay ko. It was basically playing because I was serious in my studies yet I was playing in such a way that I enjoy it. Yun yung pinakita nila, hindi pwedeng yan na lang pulos ang gagawin. Baka masisira ang ulo mo. Parang ganon. But they told us to enjoy our studies.
Uy, tama yan, sir, ha? Talagang hindi lang talagang ACADS. Meron din balance
Yes,
sa extracurricular
yes.
activities.
Oo. At saka yung now na yan ang sinabi mo. Naalala ko yung first na inattend namin parang show diyan sa Umali Hall, yung vagina monologue. And we were with my friends. Tapos syempre naiiskandalo yung mga ibang foreigner kasi very vocal yung ano ng vagina monologue. But sabi ko, it's very vulgar yet it's very entertaining, occasional. So, translate ko kasi yung mostly na dialogue dun was Tagalog. Ganito yun. So, dun lang sila tumatawa kasi nasabi ng mga kasama ko, why are they laughing? He said, oh, they were describing how a young vagina is with that of that. Kasi monologue na. So, sabi nila, good that you're here because now we understand why even the old vagina, yung ganun. So, that was very memorable. Kaya up to now, yung friendship ko sa mga foreign classmates ko, maintain up to this present time. Yun, so it will start with the family and then naging classmate kami. Tapos kapag pupunta ako sa countries nila, I had good memories with them. Kaya they welcome me also. Yun yung
Ayan,
maganda. Kasi si
tama.
Papa really gave that.
Opo, tamang-tama, sir. Puntahan natin yan. Kasi marami ka na natutunan at na-experience sa UPLB. Now, will you recommend UPLB to other people?
Of course, yung mga dito nga sabi ko, if you are pursuing or thinking of to improve yourself personally and also professionally, then you are in an academe where agriculture is the base. The Harvard of Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific, for that matter, is University of the Philippines, Luzon. Then you can, once you enroll there, Doon mo makikita kasi ito yung nakita ko. One, the reason why I recommend is you will establish networks. It's limitless. Kasi may makikilala ka dyan na taga Nepal, taga India, taga sometimes dito sa Southeast Asia. Then they will invite you to become future visiting lecturers in their university or kahit man sa Department of Agriculture. Halimbawa, because I have good relationship with one of my classmates. So ini-invite niya ako na, can you read this for me? And then isasama ka namin sa publication. At syempre yun yung gusto mo. So yun yung you don't miss that chance. So I recommend that when you study for your PhD, UPL will be on top of it. Lalo na kapag state university or state college, that one of your banner programs is agriculture and development. And that was my basis. Kasi nung Bureau of Agricultural Research ako, ang palaging sinasabi ng management namin nun, you will study, it's either the top of the line, the top of the higher education na ito yung pupuntahan mo. It's either you go to Diliman, kasi may community development din sa Diliman. Sabi ko, ayaw ko syudad na syudad. Ayaw ko na ng syudad. So I went to Los Baños at saka mas maganda. Kasi before that, kakilala ko na si Ma'am Virgie Cardenas. Tapos kakilala ko rin yung mga ibang professors dyan sa agriculture, Dr. Espino, yung kasawang Ma'am Tess at saka Dr. Butsoy. Tapos sila, yung nandyan noon, sila Sir Enrico Sopampo, si Dr. Bertrand Yola. Mga kaibigan ko na yan. Pero sabi ko, iba na yun kasi professional yun na relationship. But this time, because I'm a student, kaya natutuwa sila eh. And I will really recommend it kasi it's not because I know people, but because you will establish that right networks. And right people will lead you to other right and good networks. Kaya yun yung parang may ripple effect ba kumbaga. Tapos magkikita kayo sa mga conference, magkikita kayo sa mga professional societies. Then they'll say, oh, ito na, oh, tignan mo, nagtitennis lang ito nung sa UPLB. Tapos tignan mo, nakatapos na. Ganun kasi si Dr. Ray Velasco. Yan. So that was the time why I will recommend you. And then it is really a home away from. At the same time, yung campus, well, I haven't visited lately ang UPLB, but they said na ang daming improvements. Pero yung nakita ko yung mga upload and post na ngayon sa social media, talagang gumanda na ang UPLB. Pero ang nakakamiss lang doon is yung lalabas ka doon sa Vega, yung sa gate, dadaan mo lahat ng mga maliliit na kainan doon at saka yung mani, yung mais, pandesal, yung mga ganun. So that is part because the community itself, UPLB, is really a community where you will enjoy. Basta huwag ka magloko. Yun yung nakita ko. At saka seryoso ka sa gagawin mo. So yung sinabi ko kayo earlier that I was enjoying my studies at the same time playing in a way, it is true na yun. So whoever is listening right now, if you're thinking of pursuing your master's or your doctorate degrees, UPLB will be hindi ko i-recommend yun. But of course, I have my alma mater. I will recommend if you want to have more of this highland development as University. So, iano ko rin kasi partner naman ng UPLB at saka Benguet State. Then partner din ang UPLB now with MMSU because I'm now the counterpart of Dr. Neil at saka ni Chancy Macho of the Philippine-Canada Network for Sustainability. So, yun yung binuo na namin. So, you can see it's really networking the development dyan sa UPL, which will help you in the long run.
Yes, sir. At saka alam niyo yun talaga yung kapag graduate studies talaga, yung mga professors natin, ito yung nagiging colleagues and also our lifelong
Yun
friends.
yung maganda, yes.
Ah.
I remember nung bimusita si Ma'am Cardenas one time sa office, kagagraduate yun after 2 years. Because I had the chance to manage yung National Technology Commercialization Program of Agriculture. Tapos sabi nila, Ma'am, we're inviting you to be part of our project team that would look at communities that would be capacitated. So sabi niya, what will I do? Ma'am, itong araw na to, it's an open call. So with the open call, so pumunta siya. Tapos ang hindi ko makalimutan sa experience na yun, which up to now sinasabi ko, talagang you'll have the feeling of yung collegial. Sabi ni Ma'am Kan, nung nag-aaral ka sa UPLB, estudyante kita. Now na bumalik ka sa real world mo in your profession, ako naman ang sinasabihan mo kung anong gagawin. Tapos pareho kaming, alam mo yung pareho kami nag-high five. Tapos sabi ko, ayun naman ma'am. Of course, ano na to, yung dagdag na yung tinuro nyo, yung ganyan. Tapos one time din, nung nagkita kami nila, Ma'am Dailinda Ganon din, sabi ko, ma'am, without you and Ma'am Cora who were looking at yung exercise namin in one of our social research design, kung hindi niyo tinuro yun, hindi ko makikita yung tinuturo niyo. Sabi niya, ganon nga ang maganda. Ma'am talaga promise, and I, in all the things that I've learned, iyon yung palagi ko sinasabi na hindi mawawala yung tinuro niyo. Kasi tinuro na ninyo kung bakit ganun, pero bahala ka na as estudyante. Even in my professional life, I have to improve it, enhance it. So iyon yung mga add-ons doon why UPLB would give you the particular postgrad training and that strong program that would tell you dito ka na kasi applied ito. It's real life. Yun yung palagi na sinasabi. Ito yung totoo. So that adds on to that.
So going back to your career journey, can you describe it to us? And also, are you satisfied kung nasaan po kayo ngayon?
Kahit sabihin mong tapos ka na ng PhD, doon mo makikita if you are good enough. If you will make use of what you've learned, you will succeed. But if in your journey, tumatakbo ka na tapos may makakita na sobra nang tumatakbo ito, kaya? Marami yung magdi-discourage sa'yo or maiingit sa'yo. That is part, and it's a path for everyone. But what is good there is I set the direction of what so yung napag-aralan ko sa UPLB, doon ko chinanel in such a way that I will use every opportunity that is given to me because that was one of the tough love that UPLB did. Isa, when they were looking for an officer sa bangko, United Nations, I did not have any idea that I'll be taken. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, will my training at UPLB with my degree, with my experience with the Department of Agriculture, and then with the mentoring and nurturing of my parents work to my advantage? Sabi ko, I believe so. Alam mo nangyari? It was World Food Day, October yun. One of my mentors sabi niya, magbigay ka ng resume mo. Ma'am mo lang gaano naman yung resume ko. Imposible. I know you. You've been my mentee. Sige. When that was submitted, ma'am, pupunta po ako magbabakasyon. So, hindi ko intindihin yung sinasabi. Cut the story short, I applied. I prepared a more convincing CV, but still with my competencies and also my qualifications. Inayos. And then, I was taken in. I worked for United Nations for 5 years. Kaya doon ako yumaman. Without me having all those networks, having all those what I've learned in development work, hindi mangyayari yan. Kasi imagine you will be working with indigenous people. You'll be working with marginalized communities na fishing and farming. Mag-work ka ng youth, mag-work ka ng all women, mag-work ka ng ganito. So sabi ko, kung hindi na ituro yan ng UPLB, even the slightest, hindi ko ma-appreciate kung saan. And would you believe, yung pinag-aaralan namin noon sa community development, because there is a book by Chambers na it's a required reading and a required book analysis. Sabi ko, totoo pala itong ko. And yun ang binigay nilang country sa akin. It was India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, Philippines, India. 8 countries. I was managing 8 countries. And these are the countries that nobody would dare to go. Kasi nga yung negative na itsura niya. Which doon naman sa libro ni Chambers, because we were having yung community development around the world, I appreciated this. And kung hindi ko na-appreciate yun, as one during my major subject, hindi ko ma-appreciate when I was doing the right work. So doon mo makikita na it changed everything. So yung what you read, tapos yung pre-process mo, and then yung actual pinagsama mo, then it made me a better development worker. So sabi ko, ito pala yung totoo. Ito pala yung talagang playground namin. So it changed a lot in the way I have my worldview, my perspective of work in development. And then at the same time, the people that I deal with. Kasi matatakot tayo. Imagine all women, hindi sila nag-i-English, but yet there are people that you work with para sila mag-translate sa'yo. And language barrier is one factor. So sabi ko, I can still deal with it kasi even I'm a specialist to do this development work, nandyan yung support. So ganun yung mga, na-apply ko yung mga exercises namin noon sa major ko at the same time yung minor ko. Tapos, think of it, dun naman nahasa yung ibang areas. So, weak ako noon, but still it was enhanced in such a way that now I know what I'm going to do the next step, next project or next thing. So yung 5 years na yon, I was dealing with dairy communities, I was dealing with self-help groups of women in India and Bangladesh, I was dealing with goat farmers, I was dealing with banks, rural agriculture and rural banks. Now, wala talaga sa ano, but yung natutunan ko, yun yung nagbigay daan for me to engage. That was a very good thing for me. So yun yung sinasabi ko that I can work it out because nahasa ka eh. Hindi ko sasabihin na it's my own, but it was a support given by UPLB, my professional work to the Department of Agriculture, plus my experiences with other colleagues and friends, classmates, and of course, my professors. Kasi sabi nila, ito yung realidad. This is where you will appreciate what we're doing. And that really made me appreciate more what community development is all about. Kasi broader picture yun eh. And then bahala ka na kung anong sector mo gustong gawin or anong gusto mong discipline or anong system ang gusto mong i-introduce dyan sa pinagagalaman. And it's all about development.
At talaga pong ano 'no, yung impact niyo po dun sa community na yun na pinupuntahan niyo, talagang yung natutunan niyo sa UPLB nadala niyo sa communities,
Yes,
baka mas
yes.
naintindihan niyo sila, 'di ba, sir?
Yeah, I appreciate and yun nga, I understand what they're going through. Kaya nga yung aking final answer when they declared already that yung word na congratulations, you are now part of our colleague. Parang ang question kasi sa akin, just to relate, if somebody from dyan sa ano sa sasakayan from Cubao to Los Baños, may nakatabi kang matanda tapos tatanungin ka saan ka pupunta, iho, anong ginagawa mo. So that was the scenario. And then I froze at first for 10 minutes nung final kasi hindi ko matumbo ko, hindi ko maano yung gusto ng committee ko. Pero sabi ko, ma'am, this is what I would like to say to the old lady. Pag kung sino magtatanong sa akin, why community development? So ang sabi ko, I know people care. I have a heart to share that with this sharing, there will be changes that will happen. And I believe in the end, it will become better for them and for me. That was my answer. Alam mo, sabi nila, okay. Tapos sabi niya, can we ask you to leave the examination room? Kasi final defense na yun. Di, ako naman, parang tama ba yung in-answer? And then, after a few minutes, nawag ako. Oh, Fred, ganunan sila kasi siya lang naman lalaki noon eh, puros mga babae ang ano. Dr. Cruz, ikaw naman sabi, mukhang hindi nakapasa sila ng iba. Iba naman yung ano niya, sinabi niya. So sabi niya, well, the good thing here is we are satisfied with what you have presented because of your dissertation. So that is accepted. But to give you the degree, simple lang sasabihin namin, welcome to the field of community development. You are now our colleague. Alam mo, doon ako parang, thank you. Yung ganun, you just have to say thank you. Paulit-ulit, thank you. Then sabi nila, oh, you're part of our pool of experts, pool of specialists. So continue that part. And yes, ma'am, I'll make you proud. So ngayon, kapag kinikwento ko yung mga dinaanan ko experience and then even yung natutunan ko in the process, sabi na, we're so proud of you. I'm happy for you, Marlo. Ganyan naman nare-receive. And up to now, it's happening. Even my friends, I shared them. So yun, I believe people care. There's something to share. And those sharing could lead to changes that I believe in the end will become better. Yun lang. That was my answer. Paulit-ulit. Kaya yung mga lecture notes ko, linalagay ko as one final slide dun every end of the semester. Linalagay ko just to share. Kaya sabi ko nga pag Miss Universe yan ang sagot, pag Mr. Universe yan ang sagot kasi yan yung nag-define sa akin to get the crown, to get that diploma, to get the degree. I'm really proud of UPLB and who I become with all humility because without my professors, without UPLB, my training ground, CPAF for that, yung aming playground, wala ang Marlowe Aquino.
Wow, sir, napakaganda nung iniwan niyo sa amin na yung caring na part.
Yeah.
Maganda pong learning lesson para sa ating mga fellow
Mm.
alumni. Now, dahil dyan po, paano po ba natin mapapakita ang pagiging isang tatak UPLB? Alam ko
Okay.
marami na kayo nabanggit, pero I believe you have a concrete example on how to mapakita ang pagiging tatak UPLB.
Okay. Ang tatak ng UPLB, we try now is you have that ability to adapt to certain situations where you are confronted confronted with. So kahit saan ka ilagay, kaya mo mag-adapt and you will excel. Once you have adapted and learned the tricks of the game within say your environment, you will excel because you have all the right traits, right values, and also right mind. Ang ano ko naman dyan kasi kahit anong sabihin mo yan, ang tatak ko is because I'm a Christian and yun yung nag-propel sa akin to study harder. Kasi kahit sabihin mo nandyan ang UPLB, if you don't have God, don't have Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, you will not be blessed. And sa akin, tinanggap ko yun na blessing. Whether I have all those bad experiences or good experiences, channel ko in such a way that I'm doing it for God. So, ang tatak UPLB sa akin is, yun, I know, I won't say he. So, Marlowe knows what he likes. So, dapat unique yan. Second is, you have the ability to adapt and cope with circumstances that they are confronted with, whether it's good or bad. At the same time, you have the ability to further engage, to learn more. Yun yung masasabi ko kasi ang isang tao dapat hindi maghihinto sa pag-aaral. And that is the UPLB. They keep on learning every minute, sabihin natin second minute, hour. Hindi sila humihinto. Kaya ang biruan namin magkakabigan, I have friends and I have to mention them. Without them, kahit nauna ako ng 1 year and I was ahead of them sa pag-aaral, but we are friends up to now. We call our friendship joyful friends. So I have to name them kasi CPAF graduate din sila. So I'm very happy to have Dr. Lisa Batad. Ate ko siya kasi yung asawa niya si Dr. Sosimo Batad is a kuya of mine. So siya yung isa. Then the next is Dr. Corazon Lopez. Kuko, if you've heard of her, siya yung aming nanay-nanay pero ang masaya doon, kakasama kami sa aming klase. And yung klase ni Dr. Chua that binded us. And then finally, si Dr. Arlene Ancheta, she is an environmental science student, yet PhD niya environmental science, pero nagkaklase kami kasi sa sociology. So ang titigas ng aming kapag sabihin mong sila, ang alam nila kabatch ko sila, pero nauna ako talaga. Sila lang yung mga ate ko sila, but they graduated 2006. Ako 2005 kasi tapos ko ng 2004 pero I averaged 2005. So sila yung mga friends ko, the joyful friends. Up to now, hindi kami nagsasapawan, hindi kami nagkakaingitan, but whoever needs the help, dun kami tatakbo. I remember when Dr. Lisa needed some assistance for the Philippine Carabao Center to look at yung situation ng Carabao Development Program in the Philippines. Dr. Kubo and myself pumunta kami doon. Tapos nung kailangan ko naman, when I was working, when we were looking at agricultural research, knowledge management, tinawag ko rin sila. So ganun din si Dr. Arlen, nung kailangan na niyang lecture on this area sa University of Santo Tomas, pumunta rin kami. Ganun kami. And that was maintained. And that is part of the tatak. Hindi kayo naglalamangan. Kung naglalamangan kayo, hindi kayo magkakaibigan. Ganun kami. So that is the tatak. You have God as the focus of what you're doing everything. Then you have the ability to adapt. Then you have also the boundless limitation of absorbing anything that is given to you. And then you excel to the highest level. Yun yung meron ka. So iyan yung nakikita namin na tatak ng CPAF. It's not UPLB siguro, but I'll go for CPAF kasi tao kasi kausap mo eh. They will agree and they will test you based on how you maintain that relationship. And that's what we're doing. We maintain that network of relationship. And that's what the tatak CPAF is all about. Maintaining a good network of relationship. And that is, so if somebody stands, sasabi nila, graduate ng CPAF niya, tumatakbong may network of relationship for the common good and for the glory. That's what we would like. And that's what I'm going to say. That's the tatak that I have. Network of good relationship.
Napakaganda niya. Mutual relationship, di ba, sir?
Yes,
Hindi lang for
mutual.
your benefit
Yes.
eh. Mutual.
Yeah,
Yung,
mutual. Lahat yan.
ngayon naman, sir, syempre, dadating ang panahon, magre-retire na rin po kayo sa inyong field. Ano po ba yung gusto niyong iwanang legacy? Or maging impact
Okay.
sa inyong, itong, ang dami niyo kasing field of expertise, sir, community development, sustainability development, gender. So, kayo po, ano po ba yung gusto niyong iwanan?
Very simple. I will leave a legacy that would influence young minds now, especially kids, to trust themselves and to believe in themselves. Why did I say that? Because if you've noticed, we have a family-run sports development program. It is named after our family, my parents. So it's Francisco and Stella Aquino Memorial Education and Sports Program. We cannot register that in SEC kasi nga na yung mga partners namin, they're doing it for their social responsibility. So ang sa amin, what I would like as a community development worker and also expert is I want to change the mindset of young kids that there is hope for them as long as they use a balanced lifestyle of education and sports, because education leads you to understand what's going. Sports will lead you to be physically and mentally fit. So, yung dalawang yan, yun yung gusto ko at gusto ng aming pamilya to live it to the coming generations. Kasi kapag maayos ang pag-iisip mo, at saka maayos ang physical, you can think and then you can learn. Kaya sa amin, that's what I would like. That I will leave, I'll be gone anytime soon. Sasabihin nila, si Sir Marlo siya yung nagturo sa amin na maniwala sa sarili at saka mag-aral at maglaro palagi. Yung ganun. So, yung ganun na maririnig mo sa mga bata, it helps you do more for them. Kaya maganda yung mga bata siya. Kaya inaalis namin yung paglalaro ng mga gadgets, yung ganun. It's better to give them balls, play, para may social interaction. It's still the same. You maintain a mutual relationship. So, yun yung palagi yun. And ang sa amin kasi, kung ano yung nakuha mo, you return it 1,000 folds, meaning pay it forward. So, yun yung aming, and yun na rin yung ginagawa. Kung ano natutunan ko, halimbawa itong experience na to, I will share it later to my colleagues na, uy, in-interview ko ng UPLB, masaya pala. Sa kinadaldal ko, ngayon lang ako yung ganun, I will share that to them na iba rin yung time. So, it's a pay forward thing. So, if people will do good to you, then ikaw na yung susunod na gagawin ng kasama. Kahit hindi may ginawa sila, kapag basta makita mo na. So, you do it, you pass it forward, pay it forward. So, that's the legacy that I want to remember.
Oo nga, sir. Napakaganda nito, no? Etong frames na program nyo na nagsimula noong May 2000. Imagine,
Yeah.
I think it's pandemic. Pandemic ang...
Hindi, 2000, that was immediately after nung death ng father ko, after 3 months. Kasi inisip namin kung ano yung pwede namin gawin in his memory. Because my father is the very first physical education and sports director ng Benguet State University. So, binalas niya lahat ng mga kuya namin, mga estudyante niya. He made sure that if you're an athlete, you have to graduate with your degree. So, kapag athlete ka, halimbawa, you excel in track and field, kahit tumatakbo ka yan, dapat makagraduate ka according to the time frame that you've set. So, yung ginagawa na namin ngayon with our frames, kaya kilala rin kami. Supported kami ng Philippine Football Federation. So, ang ginagawa namin, we train young individuals to be part of our summer camp, at the same time, life skills. So, makikita mo, inaayos na namin. Kaya ang dami nagka-anticipate pero naputol lang during the game. So, binabalik namin ngayon, this coming summer, immediately after the Holy Week, para may engage yung mga bata. So, yun yung gusto ng family namin to continue. So, it's not only my legacy nor our family, but it's the community that we serve. Kaya nga frames kung tutusin mo, ang frames is molding, di ba? You frame something, you mold something, and that's how you nurture. Kaya sabi namin, siguro talagang binigay yung pangalan na yun para sa atin. And nobody can take that away. So it's a frames program that uses youth and our strength in terms of education and sports to work with young kids. Saka ang dami na namin na pag-graduate through our program, and then they return to us as volunteers. So they are teachers now. Mostly teachers sila kasi they are education. So may mga teachers kami na tulungan kasi yun yung easiest way for them. They are licensed teachers. They are teachers overseas and also from all over the Philippines. So kapag pumunta sila, kapag nakita nila ang syempre wala na tatay ko, so si kuya lang ang ano nila, siya kasi yung tatay. So they come back and then, sir, may tutulong namin. So they give free balls, free socks, free shoes. And then sometimes they give in kind. May konting pera pero normally during the time of the conduct para pambili daw ng mga pagkain, mga volunteers. So ganun, that's how we work. And it's still part of community development because ang nakikita namin doon, yung area as our community, it expands and it grows. So by mga pupunta yun. So nag-umpisa kami sa La Trinidad before, now it went to other municipalities. Then may mga invitational na games, that's what we do. So we're creating that community of interest for those who would like to be treated properly and then engage in sports. So, nandun pa rin yung concept of community band kasi yun din yung promise ko sa mother ko because nung nag-aaral ako, nawala siya. So, umano na siya, sinabi namin na we will continue what we've started and for sure you'll be smiling up there with Papa and God that we're doing it. Everyone, lalo na po yung mga.
Yes, sir. At saka ito, kapag involved kasi talaga ang community, di ba, ma-ensure nyo yung sustainability ng program. Kaya, I believe this is a good template na ginagawa nyo. At sana ma-replicate.
Minomodel na ng mga ibang football clubs and ibang communities kasi there are some communities in my study na kasi pinag-aralan ko na rin. Yung Kasibulan is a new sprout, diba? In new bloom. So yun yung pinaka-research niya. So they're looking at it now as a model for new developments for any program. So, naging model siya for other sports like taekwondo, volleyball, basketball. Pero hindi kasi noon lang basta mag-invite ka lang, di ba, magpaliga ka. Pero sa amin kasi may step by step na dinaanan na proseso for our kids would be really developed in their own right. So they play football. At saka maganda kasi that Trinidad now is identified as the source of future ASCAL players. May na-produce kaming junior ASCALs, yung football. Then meron kaming lady ASCALs at saka meron kaming mga professional football players na nag-join na sa mga professional organizations sa footballs. Meron kaming kasama noon na mga bata pa sila. Nandyan sila sa Iloilo Football Club, Aya, tapos meron doon sa Davao, tapos may global, yung mga ganun. So that's part of what we're proud of. Tapos ang isa pa as an accomplishment which we always offer it na pay it forward, yun nga sinabi ko, is nakaproduce kami ng youth ambassadors for our Japan League. Tapos meron din yung ambassador na sumali na sa Southeast Asian Young Ambassadors before the pandemic. Tapos meron din kami for Taiwan. Tapos meron din kami for US and Brazil. Yun nga, naputol lang nung pandemic. But we are proud of this accomplishment, but it's not only us. Kasi it opened doors for them. It was an opportunity when they participated in our program. So, hindi naman madamot ang kuya ko kapag humingi sila ng endorsement. Tapos sabi nila, sir, pahingi ng endorsement or can you nominate us? Kasi every now and then pumapasok dun sa program namin. So, si kuya naman, being the chief, if I'm the managing director, siya kasi yung chief operations officer. So, siya yung CEO, nagbibigay ng recommendation. And then, nakukuha naman. So, lahat nung ninominate niya, yun na, kaya nakapunta sila sa Brazil, US, Japan, may pumunta pa Southeast Asia, yung leg na yun. Tapos meron yung so, these are part of the learnings of community. Kasi you have to learn yung gamitin mo yung napag-aralan mo kung paano mo magamit yung development principles. That's what we're doing. Kaya our partners are all over. We have Canon Philippines, Royal Cargo, we have True Life, we have JCI, yung mga yan. And these are companies and organizations with good corporate social responsibility. And hindi kami tumatanggap ng pera. Kasi sinasabi namin, if your time and also sponsorship to do this, then you can provide anything. You may give money, but you have to come during the activity and then ibili na lang ninyo na ganito, ito mga kailangan namin. Ayaw kasi namin na baka isipin ng mga iba, nandun pa rin yung namin na isipin ng iba, ginagamit lang nila para makuha na. Pero we don't like that. So, natawag namin doon right during the activity. You come and see, observe, and then if you so decide to give balls or any gadgets, apparel, then you come to the day. Hindi yung magbigay ka ng pera tapos kami nang bibili. And yung operation funds, it's coming from us. So, wala kaming kasi may little business naman. So, doon namin ina-channel. So, it's really a community of practice. So, yung sinasabi na namin sa community development, ako na the interest is there, then we do the practice, then yung boundaries, in-expand na namin from other geographic locations. But the best is the community of transformational learning. And the transformational learning, we started with young kids. May proverbs na kami, may verse sa Bible na yun yung ginagamit namin. Yung train a child na Kasi Proverbs 6 verse 40, ano ba yun? Na turuan mo yung mga bata ayon sa kailangan nila and then kapag tumanda na sila, yun yung magiging bahagi ng buhay nila. That context. Kasi kapag pinumpisan mong magturo, which is really cultivated on their interest, then they will develop and practice activities in their lives. So the discipline, respect, and everything nandoon.
Nako sir, ang sarap makipagkwentuhan pa sa inyo dito, tungkol dito sa programang nyo, no? Hinahanap ko nga kung meron kayong website ba. May website po ba ang Frames
We
program?
don't have any website kasi hinihintay ko mag-graduate yung isang pamangkin ko to prepare that kasi lahat sila busy. Kasi yung mga naunang mga kuya niya, they are all working. Pero yung mag-manage na yung website. So meron siguro if you want, we can share some of our work, and then yun naman yung nakikita ng mga iba kasi kapag may we've heard about this, and then sabi, you have a website. So we haven't prepared yet a website, but we can give you. It's currently we're doing it kasi every year then by research. So ganun. Soon, very soon. I'm not promising kasi kakausapin ko pa yung pamangkin ko kung iyon. Unless ma-employ ka agad siya, so on the sideline. But we will have that slowly. Meron naman.
Slowly building your reputation. Kasi maganda na to sir kasi even though na bata-bata pa kayo kung tutuusin, pero yung product
Ay,
or
bata ako? What do you think my age is?
hindi sir, I mean the program itself is still young.
Yeah, yeah.
Diba? 2000 lang naman siya nag-start. And still, ang dami yun na na-produce. Yung alam niyo po, yung output nito, yung, kasi siguro nga grounded kasi siya. I think
Yes,
that's why it's
yes.
successful. Diba?
Mm-mm.
At saka ano din siya, may
True.
foundation
Agree ako
po ng
naman.
faith. Diba?
Yes.
Ganun po.
Palagi namin linalagyan ng dasal yan.
Yes.
Whatever we do. Yan nga, come namin. For example, we ask volunteers, mga bata, to pray in front of the whole 300 to 500 na mga kids. And may nagbo-volunteer na sabi niya, I'll pray for this morning, sir. Sila. So, makikita mo na they have that interest, really.
Sana lalo pa itong maging successful, sir, at mas marami
Yes,
pa
yes.
kayong
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
matulungang mga bata na para
Mhm.
ma-transform hindi lang yung norte. Sana ma-duplicate din po sa buong Pilipinas. Ito po.
Yeah, I hope so. Oo. Talagang may model na kami for that.
Napag-aralan nyo na sir I think ito ay tingin ko yung proof nito. Ito na po okay na. So basically
Yes. Oo.
replication na lang
Kaya,
ang
kaya, kaya
kulang.
nga, kaya nga pwede ko na sabihin sa mga professors ko sa UPLB.
Mhm.
Okay na ba ako? na did I make UPLB proud already?
Of
Have a big
course, sir.
improvement.
Diyos ko po.
Ganun
Sa
yun.
dami ng, I
Pero,
think, sa dami yung na-establish sa yung career path. Naku, talagang tatak UPLB. Hindi, even before you graduate, sir, talagang tatak UPLB na kasi kayo, di ba? Pinapaano nyo lang, ini-improve nyo lang ng ini-improve yung sarili
yeah.
nyo.
Yun nga. Di ba sabi ko na yung
Yes,
mga UPLB graduates nag-aaral every second, every minute.
yes.
May opportunity na pwede pag-aralan po yun.
Tama yan, sir. Ngayon naman, sir, for our last question, hindi siguro question, more of message. Ano po yung message nyo sa ating mga
Okay.
fellow alums?
Okay. So, fellow alumni, I miss you all. Of course, I miss my batchmate. But for fellow alumni, let's continue working on what we have started, what we've learned in our different courses, be it at CPAF or other colleges, University of the Philippines, because particularly in Los Baños, that's where we get the best out of who we are as a person. And I would say that we also have to put our faith on what we're doing, and we need to pray always because that is only our best way to communicate God if we are doing it the right thing, because God will always answer prayer. Maybe late, but still it's there. So for my fellow alumni, let's continue spreading the good news that CPAF, I would say, our community of practical applications and learnings in the future will always be used, whether we will go ahead of others or maybe we can go to other places. We still have that identity of being a CPAF graduate because we know what we want and we know what we want to do. Kaya sa akin, let's continue and always share the love and feel always that CPAF was our family and still our family.
Nako, Sir Marlo, maraming pong salamat. Marami po akong natutunan sa inyong hapon na ito.
You're welcome. It's my honor to have
Yes
all
po.
this time. Excited na ako dito nung identify na. Kaya nagulat ako kay Marin. Okay, but it will come for that. And I hope yung listeners mo and then even in the YouTube channel na saan nyo i-upload, I hope those who will be watching will also be inspired because I was inspired by everyone who I've met at UPLB, and also my classmates at CPAF, because they are truly the wonderful people that I met in terms of knowing what community development is all. Plus, of course, the communities that I work with. Without these communities, then it's a no-no to everyone. But still a nice place to study. There is balance at UPL. And finally, magte-thank you na rin ako to my
Sure.
professors. I know continue to be healthy. I can promise that I'll visit you as soon as, but if I have time to be going to UPL or to the staff, I'll be able to I'll visit you. And shout out to my advisor, Dr. Federico Cruz, to Ma'am El tayo, Ma'am Gigi Cardenas, Ma'am Dailinda Cabanilla, and all the other professors that I have met. And also, the administrative support, si Kuya Danny, ewan ko kung nandiyan pa si, well, Kuya Danny was a good support to us palagi kapag nag-seminar kami. And of course, nung din namin, and then all the other friends there, si Dr. Wen, Dr. Jopay, nag-return si Dr. Jopay, si Dr. Ana, sila po ba dyan? And the new faculty members, so I hope to meet you soon. There is an opportunity for us to meet. But honestly, let's continue the fire burning at CPAF kasi we develop good development workers, and I'm one of them. I'm proud and confident, and in all humility, I will still be UPLB CPAF alumnus. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sir Marlo. Siyempre, hindi kita pakakawalan ng hindi nyo ginagawa ito pong favorite shoutout namin sa aming
Yes.
segment. Yung Tatak shoutout, syempre, hindi kaya palalagpasin, sir. So,
Ako si Marlowe Aquino, certified Tatak UPLB.